Honeyglow Woods is finally here, and I'm excited to share with you this first build that I made in a Drowsy Bloom acre. This biome has immediately become my favorite area in the entire adventure pack. It feels so cozy, warm, and peaceful. It perfectly captures Disney's Winnie the Pooh nostalgic storybook aesthetic that blends cozy countryside charm with childhood adventures. Follow the speed build to get some layout ideas with all the new items and get inspired to decorate your own Honeyglow woods. I'm using a lot of new items that you can unlock with this expansion, including the large blueprint items that you can find when exploring the map. They do require a lot of resources from this new area, first to unlock and then craft more duplicates. I am using the Beekeeper's Cottage from this week's premium shop as my main player's house in this build, and I left Pooh's house in the opposite corner. This house skin has the terrible footprint, so I decided to place it more towards the center of the biome, and I'm going to make a small farm around it. I found and brought all the harvestable trees and bushes from the map and arranged them in a compact layout. On the other side, I will be making the small and cozy town square with Scrooge's store and Remy's restaurant, which both of them have a unique look in this DLC. I'm also adding a few large blueprint items around the build to finalize the main layout. I'm using the bubbling pond as a main town square centerpiece, Christopher Robin swing, and woodland pavilion along the riverbank, and the honey blossom topiary as a centerpiece in front of the house. I'm also going to add a picnic set in front of the orchard, and Pooh's thoughtful spot with the honey glow firefly arch in front of the entrance to the ever oak tree. Across Pooh's house, I'm gonna have a picnic table under the chime arch that makes the most relaxing sounds. I also placed Goofy's stall tucked away behind the town square plaza. And in another corner behind my house, I'm adding the most important thing in this expansion pack, the busy bees houses. You're gonna need a lot of honey to craft all these new items, and the bees houses footprints can actually overlap, so you don't even need a ton of space for them. I will be adding more bees houses later. I am adding the new woodland homestead fence around the two functional areas near my house, so I can start decorating with foliage around it. But first, I'm going to show you how I have my pathing laid out. I'm using the sun-baked earthen road because of how natural it looks and how much warmth it brings to the build. I am laying out the path going all around the buildings and centerpieces to create these natural flowing winding paths. The beekeeper's cottage was such a perfect fit for this expansion that I didn't even think twice to get it. The only downside of this house skin is that it has a terrible footprint. You basically cannot place anything next to the house except for the rugs and beach grass. So I decided to make an open front yard, add a fence around it, and basically decorate around the fence. After adding pathing around the main buildings, I am extending them towards the exits to make sure my entire biome has a good flow and is easy to walk through. Here I am adding the fence around the house's front yard. And I'm leaving plenty of gaps so this whole area can be accessible. And I also added a crafting station here to make the space functional. For the next step, I'm bringing lots of foliage to better define the edges between paths and decorated areas. And just a heads up, I'm going full on clutter mode in this build because we don't need to worry about item limit in this expansion. We got 4 total biomes comparable in size to the main valley biomes and a full 6,000 item limit across the map. It's like having double your limit in the main valley. It is honestly one of my favorite aspects of this DLC. I can finally decorate the way I want to and bring as many details as I need. So plumeria flower path and garden path stones can go all around the path borders to make them look more decorative and the foliage clusters to look more full and blended together. I'm also adding these new driftwood path flanks in some places to repeat the main path shape. For the foliage, I'm using a couple of bushes from Honeyglow woods, but some of other ones have a worse footprint. So I brought flower bushes from Wish Blossom Ranch and the leaf piles from Storybook Vale. I love that we get the mix of green and orange trees in this biome, so I continued to use a similar color palette throughout this build. Whose house look absolutely adorable. I added a small clearing in front of it with a fire pit and a log, just like in the movie. You cannot sit on this log, but this one looks too cute to not edit. For the busy bee's house, I dropped some flowers to get the honey production going. You only need 12 flowers to maximize the speed. And if you have their areas overlapping, the total 12 flowers across all 4 houses should be enough. So you don't even need a large area. Just remember to water them regularly and collect honey. This expansion is also an excellent way to get your flower memories collection unlocked. The flowers next to the bee houses are drying out much more often than in the regular valley. And another thing to mention is that Eternity Isle vacuums will not pick up the flowers that are placed next to the bees' houses, which is awesome because you can collect all the other resources without worrying to pick up those flowers that you need to stay. I am absolutely loving this expansion. It feels so fresh and at the same time nostalgic, just like the very first time when playing Disney Dreamlight Valley. These new areas have an amazing aesthetic. full of charm and whimsy, inspired by 100-acre wood. I can also see how well these areas will fit for the fall theme builds, with all the warm tones and orange foliage. Especially this first area, it has such immaculate, cozy vibes. I could honestly spend here all day. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I hope you enjoyed this cozy speed build and it provided some inspiration for decorating your Honeyglow woods. If you want to see more Winnie the Pooh themed builds, I recently made the 100-acre wood in the Pixie Acres with all the previously added items. I will leave the link in the description if you want to check it out. If you liked the video, consider leaving a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye everyone!